Apocalypse Now.
Are my methods unsound?
I don't see any method at all.
Eraserhead. One of my favorite things about David Lynch's filmmaking is that he uses sound like music, and sound design becomes this emotional undercurrent, often working very subliminally. You don't even notice as it appears, and that's what I love, when you blur the boundaries between traditional music score and sound design and use them in these very visceral ways in scenes. So, and David Lynch does a lot of his own sound design as well. So again, the sound becomes part of the DNA of the filmmaking. I remember the first time I saw and heard Eraserhead, I'm like, what the heck? And then my favorite TV show from when I was a kid was Twin Peaks.
I've got good news. That the mule is going to come back in style.
You know, reversing a scene and having the characters speak backwards, but in real time they're speaking forwards, but with inverted text, and then it's all reversed, and it's like we're, just playing with temporal reality and sound in that way, to me is magic.
A film that immediately springs to mind actually is Jurassic Park, and just the idea of using sound to bring creatures that don't exist to life, or a world that doesn't exist to life. And I think sound has such a unique ability to really do that, and to make something that doesn't exist seem real and believable. And that was the movie that really sort of touched that part of me to be like, oh my God, I completely buy into these creatures, these dinosaurs being alive, being living, breathing beings. And, Gary Wrightstrom did an amazing job of inspiring us all. Well, okay, so Walkabout for me was a film that I saw when I was very young, and the whole film made a big impression on me. But I think the sound was very integrated into this sort of tapestry of emotion, and the sound was interesting, especially in terms of Now a Quiet Place, in that there was large stretches of this movie that take place with no dialogue, and yet, as an audience member, you are fully immersed in what's going on, like fully into it with these characters. And I think in some subliminal way that, made an impression on me that, you don't, it's not about having people chattering to each other. And it can be about, like, how can we use sound to immerse people into a world of emotion and drama. And that movie did an incredible job of doing that.